Senate Republicans are considering a trigger that would automatically increase taxes if their sweeping legislation fails to generate as much revenue as they expect. It's an effort to mollify deficit hawks who worry that tax cuts for businesses and individuals will add to the nation's already mounting debt. The effort comes as a second Republican senator, Steve Daines of Montana, announced Monday that he opposes the tax bill in its current form. Previously, Sen. Ron Johnson, R. Wisconsin, said he opposed the bill, leaving Senate Republicans no room for error as they hope to vote on the bill this week. Both senators complained that the tax bill favors large corporations over small businesses. Republicans have only 2 votes to spare in the Senate, where they hold a 52-48 edge and anticipate Vice President Mike Pence breaking a tie. At the White House, President Donald Trump maintained that the bill would help all Americans. "I think it's going to benefit everybody," the president said. "It's going to mostly benefit people looking for jobs more than anything else, because we're giving great incentives." Senate Republicans indicated that they still had a way to go to secure the votes. "We're making progress, minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day. But we're not there yet," said Texas Sen. John Cornyn, the No.2 Republican in the Senate. Pressed on timing, he said the expectation is a vote this week. A new congressional estimate says the Senate tax bill would add $1.4 trillion to the budget deficit over the next decade. But GOP leaders dispute the estimate, saying tax cuts will spur economic growth, reducing the hit on the deficit. Many economists disagree with such optimistic projections. The trigger would be a way for senators to test their economic assumptions, with real consequences if they are wrong. "Do we have realistic numbers and is there a backstop in the process just in case we don't?" asked Sen. James Lankford, R. Oklahoma. The Senate Republican tax plan would give substantial tax cuts and benefits to Americans earning more than $100,000 a year, while the nation's poorest would be worse off, according to a report released Sunday by the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office. Republicans are aiming to have the full. The Senate Republican tax plan would give substantial tax cuts and benefits to Americans earning more than $100,000 a year, while the nation's poorest would be worse off, according to a report released Sunday by the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office. Republicans are aiming to have the full. "We should build in the what if? What if this doesn't work?" Lankford said. "What changes might be needed in the tax code in the days ahead to be able to adjust in what scenario?" Sen. Bob Corker, R10, said the Trump administration and Senate Republican leaders are open to some kind of a trigger to increase revenues if the tax plan falls short. Neither Corker nor Lankford spelled out exactly how the trigger would work, noting that senators are still working on the proposal. Sen. Rob Portman, R. Ohio, said the trigger is possible. But, he added, the proposal could run afoul of the Senate's Byzantine budget rules.